could have used a fade out or something like that. Or actually, I'm going to do that because it was such a long, nice thing about other things. Well, it was good, but it's not worth a fade out, I think. But it was good too, nevertheless. ATF remix from Teo by Teo. Tried a flunge there, and I tried a weird son of a bitch effect. I can't even remember what it's called. Pitch or something like that. I don't know. I'm not of the modern world. I'm one of those Neanderthal creepists who, well, kind of evolved the wrong way, but still DJ material according to some people. I don't know. But certainly not politically correct. That is not a way to describe Cracks, even on his own damn birthday. Once again, there I go, talking about myself in the third person viewpoint. I don't know, I've been playing too much Max Payne over the years, I guess. Excellent game series, definitely try that one. Not the third game though, because, well, it's not supposed to grow bold and play around in tropical lands and stuff. We leave that stuff to Guybrush. He can play in the Caribbean as much as he likes, but Max Payne's supposed to be in New York City. Everyone knows this. And even the company behind it, Remedy, I believe they were Finnish company, they didn't even make the third game, so the third game doesn't count as far as I'm concerned. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. This is not like a Max Payne tribute. This is hardly even my birthday tribute or anything like that. I mean, it happens at once every year, right? So there'll be a time of when I'm 43, and there'll be 44 and 45, and like the end of the world is approaching slowly for every year. For us all. I mean, have you ever heard of a person who lived forever? I haven't. Yes, and that's a fact of life, unfortunately. Madman keeps saying, come to Sollefteå. Well, I checked it out, even though I had my slight suspicions. It's not too far away. It's actually a little bit over 200 kilometers away. 203, Google says. Yeah, it's a little bit over 200 kilometers, so that should be okay by train. I might even ride the bike. It's such a short distance. So by then, I would have gotten rid of all the fat of my ginormous beer belly. Anyway, someone mentioned my beer belly. Kwan says, your belly's big boned. Well, how do you know? I haven't taken a picture of it. No one knows what my beer belly looks like, except for a couple of my friends and family and stuff. But I went much into exposing myself graphically on the internet. Not even with 8-bit graphics. It would look, my belly would look horrible in even 16-bit. I know that some people like to take pictures of themselves, a portrait with a face or something, and I know Zion did it once, and I think I even tried it myself a few years ago. There's an online site that could actually just like make your face into an 8-bit mishmash of 8 or 16 colors. Pretty cool. Because the C64 supported a maximum of 16 colors, so your face is 16 colors. Yeah, I forgot the name of the site. You'll just have to Google it up for yourselves, because it's been like years since I tried that feature. It's really cool. Spavach Cracks Ultima, the big-nosed caveman. Am I a caveman? Yeah, well, I am pretty fucking prehistoric for having to be reminded about certain things that everyone knows about, so... yeah, I guess I am a caveman. But the caveman getting older, and I can borrow Arilu's pogo stick. Thank you very much for that one. Yeah, so, and since I'm in such a good caveman mood, I'll play Arribas, DW, with a couple of bottom dashes in between, or before. DW wants some Lukash, and he says I can choose anything I like out of Lukash, so I've selected one because I wanted to play this one for a long time. Actually, sometimes I get Lukash requests, but usually I do select the ones that has been played a lot. You know, I think this one has been played a lot too, but it was a choice between this one and the one that wasn't even on RKO, so it doesn't actually put everything up there. But this one certainly is. It's Bruce Lee, and I believe that there was a DMTM, as he usually does on the gatherings. He set up a sort of webcam, and I took a look at the on Saturday night, I think it was. Yeah, Saturday night at 6 p.m. or something. They were playing first Bruce Lee, and I think Gianna Sisters shortly after that or something. But anyway, they started out with Bruce Lee, and I have fond memories of Bruce Lee myself, and I know that Gohanks, for one, can complete that game in a record time. He's like a Bruce Lee master. And I'm not sure which one played it, because the camera was set at a terrible angle. But anyway, the one thing about going to the gathering, the Slagerhead gathering that I really remember is there's always a display with a Bruce Lee going, or something similar in the background. So, Lukáš's edition, or his edition, coming right up. Great one. The old and well tried out has been featured in many games. The Blast Effect. So such a common Commodore 64 action effect. That was Lukáš with Bruce Lee, and I really remember that green sumo wrestler, and the black ninja always tried to sabotage and thwart your ways as you were trying to reach those damned lanterns. Right between all those ladders and platforms. There is one obstacle of Bruce Lee that I really remember. It's the one. I believe that Gohanks is a master of this one too. Is where you have to jump a floor and there's a little white dot, or a series of white dots that are trying to follow you and goes in one direction only, and it's like loops, and sort of like like a horizontal escalator. Really. I love those because you'll have to time your jumps by a length and the time between the jumps in order to reach the end. Yeah, I love those kind of puzzles. Not the ones where you land in a fucking torrent of spikes or anything, but the horizontal moving obstacles. I like those. They're death traps nonetheless, but it's better than I would prefer a horizontal death trap as opposed to the one you fall down into. Yeah, because that kind of reminds me of when you die in Prince of Persia. It's a rotoscope animation platform game. Many people remember Prince of Persia because it was like a multi-platform release anyway. But once you fall down, especially frustrating before you get the sword, and you choose the wrong way, and oops, there's a falling fucking platformer there, and my balls were like perforated by 10 solid spikes of heavy metal or something. That's a terrible way to go. It's not half as bad as being subjected to Justin Bieber music for an hour, but of course I do prefer metal music myself. I always listen to metal. I started listening to Judas Priest when I was like 14, and then Metallica, and then AC/DC, and then a little bit of death metal at the late teens and up until really up until now. I still listen to death metal. I'm like well on my 40s. Fuck, I should have like evolved my musical sensibilities a little bit, not just listen to the things that would make a normal person go blah or barf or something. When you approach your 40s or past your 40s, you would be a laid-back, settled family man with a great villa and picket fence and 2 or 3 cars and a bunch of kids, right? And a good job. Crags has none of these, but he has at least got a few brain cells left. I'll have to make the best of them before they get the best of me. Anyway, I've been talking too much crap and played not nearly enough tunes. That was Luke Cash with Bruce Lee. The absolute best of the Bruce Lee remixes, according to me. You might have a different opinion, and I do respect you for that. Let's see what I've missed, or rather not been able to pick up. There's a lot of action and talkings on the IRC, but yeah, Madman mentioned, he, as a follow-up to the thing, I mentioned about Sollefteå, a town pretty near where I live, 200 kilometers to be exact. He says, next gathering on my mark is in Sollefteå.